So it's been about a year since I posted my Gatortail review. I figured I'd get out here on the water. It's nice and peaceful, and do another one for you guys and kind of go over some changes I made to the boat and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So first I want to start when I mounted the trolling motor. I drilled my holes up here and back here, and I couldn't use these holes up here because this whole plate comes down straight into the bottom of the hole. So all of this is pretty much just a giant air pocket. So I have holes right here for no reason, and I wound up just using two here and two there. And then on the older models, there's a gap right here, so you can reach up under there and tighten your nuts up or get her started or whatever. Not on this one. Had to crawl all the way in the deck and get up in there and mount everything, and it was a pain. So that's one thing I didn't like, but I got over it. In the last video, you know, I have the extended deck, so I mean, plenty of storage, plenty of room up top. I got MillerTech lithium batteries. Decided to go with 2 instead of just a single 24-volt one, just in case I ever needed to jump my boat off or something. I can just rip one out and jump it off instead of having to carry a jump starter pack or whatever. Awesome batteries, awesome life on them for trolling or whatever, and awesome customer service. I had one of the LED screens go out and couldn't read anything, and I thought I had some issues with my batteries, and I didn't. And I had an issue with a Minn Kota, the board on the Minn Kota. But I talked to them, they sent me a new one, and it's all good to go. Everything was under warranty. I built these bow fishing rails. These are some cheap, you know, Amazon, eBay, Viagram lights, 100 watts each. I think they're like 30 bucks a pop, you know, nothing special, but they do good. The brackets are a little flimsy, but I'm not really running into any trees or nothing like that. And y'all, excuse my fingernails. My daughter's got a hold of me, so. But anyways, this is how I mounted them. So it's got this T-rail system all the way around the boat. And what I did was I got these brackets, just found these scrap pieces of metal, and they were actually angled like 90 degree, and I bent them out to like 135 so that way they would sit flat. And I got some just old cheap aluminum and spool gun and welded everything up. And these right here, I mean, you can take this all the way off. They're just T-bolts. I got these little T-bolt knobs and T-bolts off Amazon, super cheap, stainless steel. Don't have to worry about anything rusting or nothing like that. Spud pole. This spud pole holder, awesome. Boat won't move, won't go anywhere. These in the back, I got my dog, this is Junie, she's being wild. But these in the back are not worth darn. They move. On the newer ones, I think they have like a little pipe or something right here to keep that from happening. I wish they would have put 2 of these, or the pipe, or something. So this is pretty much worthless. It is what it is. But the front one is awesome. It does what it needs to do. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a pipe or fishing pole holder or something and mount on this T-rail, and then I can just spud pole off to the side like this, and you know, easy fix, no big deal, but kind of annoying for the money you spend on a boat. But anyways, this is the old seat holder, and what I did is I drilled the seat holding part out, and I stick an umbrella in there during the summer, and it, you know, gives you some shade or whatever instead of a bimini top or whatever. I can move it from up here, back there, whatever. Dog is being crazy. Anyways, this is a bow fishing bow. I just keep in the boat at all times. I got a couple more at the house, some ospreys and stuff like that. Center console. I like the shelf. I wish there was more than one shelf. You know, maybe two in there would be good. I don't know. It's just, there's plenty of room to, you know, throw a bag or whatever, and sometimes she'll curl up in my feet and I'll lay down in there. But that's good. I got this was it Eco X gear sound bar. It's pretty loud, especially if you're just sitting here fishing, or you know, on the sandbar or on an island at the lake like I am. It's loud, but it's not louder than the motor. The motor completely drowns that thing out, and that's the bigger model with the 4 speakers and the woofers on the side. And I just got it mounted up through top on this polling platform. And that wires ran down in here and in there, and I got it plugged into the Yak Power Gatortail control panel down there. And that way I can hit a button right there and it'll cut on. So that's pretty cool. This awesome. I love the maxed out LED lights, and you can beat the crap out of it and fold it down, whatever, out of the way. It's awesome. These rod lockers. Okay, I went over it in the last video a little bit. I mean, you can see I just cleaned the boat out and sprayed everything out, and I gotta suck out all those leaves, because those leaves are from like when I blow in the leaf blower and trying to get all the leaves out. But there's no drain in here. So if water did get in here and leaves and stuff get in here, it fills up with water. So, you know, I popped a hole right here so water can drain out. And I think I'm gonna actually cut, you know, like a 1-inch hole, 1.5-inch hole, and actually pop a legit drain in there. Same thing with the other side. You know, they're not dry storage. I would call them damp storage. But let's see. Controls are good. The steering knob, I've had problems with it coming loose. There's a little plastic piece that's supposed to be with it, but it's off because I have to keep tightening it down. Guess it's not really Gatortail's fault. It's whoever, you know, the company they use for their steering wheel. I don't even know who it is. I know it's Mercury Controls. Ultra Flex. I guess that's on them. I did want to touch on the HydroTurf. I never really noticed it until I saw another video. But this HydroTurf is ran this way. This HydroTurf is ran this way. This is easy to spray off. This you hit with a water hose, it's kind of, it's kind of, if it doesn't do as well. But being picky, no, it's not that big of a deal. Boat's a mess right now. This is just how, like, I got this strap right here to keep it from bouncing while I'm going down the road, and I'm not fishing, so I haven't taken it off. There's no real good way to mount this without popping holes. I'm trying not to drill too many holes in my boat. No one likes drilling holes in a $36,000 boat, so I just got it set on tennis balls to keep it from rubbing metal to metal. And then over here, you know, I got the T-rail mounted. And this is whole one piece, and then this is a separate piece, and it's mounted on a T-rail right there and back there. And then same thing with the tennis ball, it's just kind of loose sitting right here. But 80-pound trolling motor, fast for this little boat. You shouldn't need much more than that. I can go upriver with it, no problems. The only real problem I've had is the issue with the board, which Minn Kota's kind of made a name for themselves with that, especially, you know, people who bow fish, who run it a lot compared to people who just, you know, piddle around fishing with a, you know, like a dock or some trees or something. I mean, the paint is holding up all right. There's a couple, like right here, like I got mud tires on the truck, and I'm known to throw a rock up every now and then, you know, on the road, and that's from a rock. And there's a couple chips up under here from hitting it with rocks with my tires flinging them. But I mean, at really end of the day, it's a damn boat. I'm gonna beat the crap out of it. You know, I've beached it, gotten it stuck. I mean, it is what it is. But let's see, these right here, these are Robo Cups, and I suggest if you have a boat, get some of these, because you can put them here on the grab bar. I put them back there. I clamp them on my trolling motor when I'm up there fishing. I mean, just, they double as cup holders and rod holders. And you know, if you fish, you can never have too many cup holders, and you can never have too many rod holders, because you're gonna need to put something in one of them. So I got 2 of those, and they, you know, 2 cups each, and I can move them about. And I you know, I got 2 daughters and a wife, and we can all throw our drinks in there and not have to worry about spilling them or bouncing out of the boat while we're riding. No big deal. I have a Garmin unit, don't have it on here right now because it's pretty much my home lake. I know like the back of my hand. I serviced the motor for the first time, got all the, you know, break-in hours. I changed the oil and greased everything, and pretty simple. There's a oh, what are you doing? There's a QR code right here, so you can pull up and it goes straight to their service page. It shows you how to change all the oil, and you know, the oil and the transmission and all that stuff. And, pretty simple, pretty easy. You know, if you own a boat, I'm assuming you're pretty mechanically inclined, so you should know how to do that stuff. These rod holders, I use them every now and then, but not really. I stuck a brand new ducket rod in here and trimmed the motor up, and it caught and snapped the handle off my ducket. Brand new. What I did was I just shoved a dowel up in there and glued it back together and put a piece of tape on it and called it good. But because I'm not gonna throw away a damn $100 rod, but don't really use them because they get in the way of the motor. I think I'm going to drill holes and run a bolt through there. That way they, you know, they can't come down past the pipes. But that's pretty much it. I know I got a bunch of questions on my last video with, you know, some saltwater stuff. I've run it in saltwater a couple different times, but you know, I wash it really good. I've taken it down to Orange Beach and killed some stingrays and done some red fishing and all that, and taken it down to Panama City and piddled around there and hung out, and it's been a good boat. I would buy it again for sure. But there are, you know, it's a mass production manufactured boat. It's not like you're buying a Uncle Jay or a Prodigy or Timber Creek or, you know, Stump Jump or any of those, you know, brands that you can talk to them and tell them to build it exactly how you want it. This, I touched on it in the last video. That bar right there, the little support, I don't know if it's just this model boat, because I've seen 2024s and that all have that square, you know, tube running across the thing, and I'm glad I got this. I would hate stepping over that square tube and tripping on it, all that stuff. And I can, you know, mount T-bar, T-rail handles and anchor points or whatever I need to. That's how the center console's mounted. You know, it's just bolted in that track right there. So I don't know if it's a center console thing, a redfish series thing. I don't know, but they need to put that in all their boats and not just this kind of model, or maybe, you know, they ran out of material and just threw that in there to get by. But I like it a lot. So yeah, these 50 watt lights, I don't know if any of y'all bow fish. I mean, these are 100 watt lights. I don't know if any of y'all bow fish. They're pretty good. These are the 50 watt, same brand, and you can tell there's water. I mean, there's sitting water in there right now. Everything's rusted out. So I'm gonna buy a couple more 100 watts and put them back here and get rid of these 50s, because they are not very waterproof, you could say. But I think that's about it. I mean, open this up, there's plenty of storage back here. You know, I got a milk crate with some stuff in it and a throw, and I usually have my tackle and stuff in here. And I mean, I could get down in there and not lay, but, you know, cram myself in there. It's a pretty good size hatch. This one, you could probably fit two people in there if you're small enough. It's just kind of a pain to get in there. I got life jackets and, you know, kids' toys for the beach and some catfish noodles. So it's a good boat. Like I said, I would definitely buy it again. I brought my GoPro with me, so at the end of this, I'm gonna include some running video, and hope y'all enjoyed. If you got any more questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. Appreciate it.